In 1980, the average American household saved 11% of their paycheck. In 2026, that number is closer to 4%. In 1980, the average household carried about $1,500 in revolving credit card debt. In 2026, that number is over $10,500. Same country, same paycheck habits, completely different math. And the difference has nothing to do with you being financially irresponsible, nothing to do with avocado toast or coffee budgets, and nothing to do with people losing their willpower. It has everything to do with a structural redesign of how prices, payments, and discounts are presented to you. A redesign nobody officially announced, and almost nobody has explained clearly until now. The popular advice is to be a smart shopper. Watch for sales, use coupons, find the best deal. The actual mechanism is much more uncomfortable because in a modern consumer economy, discounts are not designed to save you money. Discounts are designed to make you spend more of it. And once you understand the engineering behind a sale, you will never look at a 50% off tag the same way again. So it is time to learn how money works. To find out why, the more you save, the less money you actually have. Okay, so the first thing to understand is that the prices you see in stores are not the actual cost of producing a product, plus a reasonable margin. They are psychological anchors designed to manipulate your sense of value. When a shirt is marked $80 and then put on sale for $40, your brain processes the $40 as a saving, even if the shirt was never worth $80 to begin with. This is what behavioral economists call price anchoring, and it is the foundation of nearly every retail strategy in modern America. The original price is rarely a price anyone actually paid. It is a number invented in a marketing meeting, specifically to make the discounted price feel like a victory. You did not save money. You spent money on something you may not have bought, at a price that was always the real price. Which brings us to problem number 2. For most of the 20th century, buying something required physical actions. Pull cash from a wallet, count it, hand it over, watch it leave. That friction was not an accident. It was a mechanism your brain used to feel the cost of consumption. Every time you handed over a $20 bill, a small psychological alarm went off. That said, you have less money now. Modern payment systems are explicitly designed to eliminate that alarm. Tap to pay, one-click checkout, autofill, buy now pay later in 4 installments. Each one of these systems is engineered to disconnect the act of buying from the feeling of spending, and it works exactly as designed. Studies of consumer spending consistently show that people spend roughly 15 to 20% more when paying with cards versus cash, and another 30% more when paying with buy now pay later versus cards. That is not coincidence. That is the entire business model. And this brings us to the third problem, which is the one almost nobody catches. When a discount makes you feel like you saved money, your brain releases a small reward signal, and that reward signal makes you more likely to spend the savings on something else. This is documented behavior, not theory. Researchers have repeatedly found that consumers who buy a discounted item are significantly more likely to add additional items to the cart. The discount creates a budget that does not exist. You did not actually save $40. You spent $40 on a shirt you might not have bought, and then your brain told you that you had a $40 bonus to spend on something else, which is, in real terms, about negative $80 to your bank account. The retail industry is fully aware of this. Coupons, member discounts, flash sales, BOGO offers are not philanthropy. They are mathematically reliable triggers that increase total purchase volume. Now here's the part nobody at any major retailer really wants to say out loud. This is not a fair fight. The companies designing your shopping experience employ behavioral psychologists, data scientists, and machine learning engineers whose entire job is to engineer your spending decisions. You, on the other hand, are a tired person trying to buy paper towels. The asymmetry is enormous, and it gets larger every year. Every checkout flow, every email, every push notification is the product of years of behavioral research, funded by companies whose revenue grows. The more you fail to resist them, the system isn't broken. It is working exactly as designed for the people who designed it. The fact that it slowly transfers wealth from millions of regular shoppers to a handful of payment processors and retailers is not a bug. It is just the business model. So when someone tells you to be a smarter shopper, they are not wrong, exactly, but they are dramatically underestimating the opponent. Saving money in 1980 meant clipping coupons and avoiding impulse purchases at the corner store. Saving money in 2026 means defending yourself against a multi-billion-dollar industry that has spent decades engineering you to spend more. The harder you chase deals, the more deals find you, and the more deals find you, the more your bank account quietly empties into the pockets of people who knew your behavior better than you knew it yourself. That is not a personal failing. That is the math of a consumer economy that was redesigned to extract from you without making you notice it happening. If you want to understand what these companies actually know about your behavior, go and watch this video next. And don't forget to like and subscribe to keep on learning how money works.